playing Name That Tune. And here she is, your host, Jane Krakowski.
To make you a lot of cash. And to get us started, say hello to Mr. Randy Jackson and the wonderful Name That Tune band.
Jane, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm very excited about our two contestants today. May I introduce you to them?
Please, yeah.
Okay, it's time to meet tonight's two players. Please put your hands together for Brett and Danny.
Hi, I'm Brett. I am an e-commerce manager from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I'm Danny from Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm a bartender.
Welcome to Name That Tune.
Thank you.
Brett, where does your love of music come from?
Oh, my love of music came from when my parents owned a restaurant, and I used to listen to top 40 and country music all the time, and anything that would make me good and feel picked up. I think this is all going to be perfect for me.
All right, you're ready to play Name That Tune. I can see that. And Danny, does music play a big part of your life?
Did you see my skirt?
I sure did. Will you show our audience? It's so beautiful.
Nice, I love this. Nice.
I may need to borrow that for next season.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a singer. I sing in church, and I have my own band back at home.
Oh.
Sit down, I love this.
Tonight, these two contestants will go head-to-head, naming tunes being played by Randy and the band. After 2 rounds, the player with the most money will go on to our final round, the Golden Medley, for the chance to win the $100,000 grand prize. Let's play Name That Tune. The first round tonight is Remixed. Here's how this game works. We have taken well-known songs and changed up the arrangement into a different genre. You buzz in first, name the tune correctly, and you will win $1,000. Here we go. This is song number 1, remixed in the style of bluegrass. Name that tune.
I said a hip hop, the hippie, the hip, the hip.
Danny? Sugar cake? No.
Incorrect. Brett, you now get to listen to try to name that tune.
Perfect.
I said a hip hop.
Brett.
Robert the Lights?
Light.
Yes!
That is correct. Exactly. Danny helped you with Sugar Hill Gang.
I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hip hip hop, and you don't stop. The rocky to the bang bang. You say up jump the booty to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. Now what you hear is not a set. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the group, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet.
Brett, well done. You now have $1,000. Our next tune is remixed in the style of Motown. Name that tune. Brett.
Build necessities? Yes!
Swing jazz. Name that tune.
We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living.
Brett.
Teenage Dream? Yes!
We believe in you.
Our next next song is remixed in the style of Broadway. Name that tune. Danny.
Because you love me?
You loved me. Is correct.
Yes!
This next tune is remixed in the style of acoustic pop. Name that tune.
All tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting at the end for a little shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have it down, but I always had a vision, always had.
Danny?
High hopes? Yes!
You have $2,000 now, Danny. Brett, you have 3. Our next tune is remixed in the style of vaudeville. Listen and name that tune. Danny.
Unholy.
Great get. That is
Yes!
So we can get that mommy don't know that it's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy.
You both have $3,000. Well done. Here's our final song in the round. It is remixed into the style of salsa. Name that tune. Danny.
Funky Town. Ah, Funky Town. Yeah.
That remix was genius. That brings us to the end of round 1. Danny.
Oh, I love Bit of Note. That's my favorite part of the show.
Aw.
I usually look at it and I say, oh, I can name that in 0 notes.
Whoa. Well, really? Wow.
Well, Danny, Brett seems pretty confident. How do you see this going down?
I'm not worried about it.
It's a quiet confidence Danny has. This is
Feel no time.
I know Brett knows how this game is played, but I am going to read you a clue, and you will take turns bidding against each other as to how few notes it will take you to name that tune. Get it right, and you bank the money. If you get it wrong, your opponent has the chance to steal. In this round, the stakes go up after every tune, so it's still anybody's game. This first tune is worth $5,000. Listen carefully to the clue. A spiritual 90s tune that asks, what if? Brett, since you're a little behind, you can open the bidding. The maximum bid is 10 notes.
That's great. I need it. Danny, I can name that tune in 9 notes.
Okay, Brett. Well, I think I can name that tune in 7 notes.
Danny, I think I can name that tune in 6 notes.
Why don't you name that tune?
$5,000, here are your 6 notes. Name that tune.
What if God was one of us?
What, God was one of us?
Incorrect.
No.
That means, Danny, you now get to hear all 10 notes for $5,000. Name that tune.
She doesn't know.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Oh.
It's One of Us by
It's
Joan
One of Us.
Osborne. No one got the money on that one. This next tune is worth $10,000. Here's the clue. This Disney tune isn't a hard pill to swallow. Danny, you can begin the bidding.
Hey, Brett.
Hi.
I can name that tune in 8 notes.
Danny, I can name that tune in 6 notes.
You drive a hard bargain, sir. I can name that tune in 5 notes.
Danny, name that tune.
All right, Danny, for $10,000, here are your 5 notes. Name that tune.
She doesn't know.
Out of time, so that means, Brett, you now get to hear all 10 notes for $10,000. Name that tune.
Spoonful of sugar? Yes.
Sugar, sung by Julie Andrews from Mary Poppins. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And light the way. Brett, you now have the sizable lead. You have $13,000 now, and you both are now playing for $15,000. Can you solve this clue? Fight the break of dawn with this 90s one-hit wonder. Brett, you can start the bidding.
Danny, I can name that tune in 6 notes.
Brett, my friend, I think I can name that tune in 5 notes.
Danny, name that tune.
For $15,000, here are your 5 notes. Name that tune.
She doesn't know.
Oh, out of time. Brett, you keep getting her this way. You now get to hear all 10 notes for $15,000. Name that tune.
All I want to say is
Wrecking Ball? No.
That is incorrect. That was Save Tonight.
Save
by
Tonight.
Eagle-Eye Cherry.
Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight.
Well, it's still anybody's game. The last tune in this round is worth $20,000. All right, here's your final clue. This 80s tune is slick. Danny, what's your bid?
I can name that tune in lucky number 7 notes.
I can name that tune in 6 notes, Danny.
I'm gonna need you to name that tune.
All right.
For $20,000, here are your 6 notes. Name that tune.
Man-eater?
Man-eater?
That's incorrect.
No.
Danny, this means you now get to hear all 10 notes for $20,000. Name that tune.
Smooth operator? Yes.
What a get, Danny. Smooth Operator by Sade. Danny, congratulations. You're going through to the Golden Medley. You've already won $24,000. Welcome back to Name That Tune. Time now for the Golden Medley. Danny, you've already won $24,000, and now there's an extra $100,000 on the line. If you can win the Golden Medley grand prize, you could receive a total of $124,000. What would you spend your winnings on, Danny?
I'm going to Vegas, baby.
In all the time of Name That Tune, no one's ever just said, I'm going to Vegas with this money. Randy, any words of wisdom?
Danny, I know you're a stone cold winner. You know how I know that?
How?
First game, you came from behind. Second game, you came from behind. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Come on, get this money for you.
We're all rooting for you, Danny. Let's play the Golden Medley. Here's how the game works. There are 7 tunes, each worth $10,000. If you get them all, you will win the $100,000 jackpot. You'll be given 30 seconds. You press your buzzer to stop the clock when you want to give an answer. If you are not sure, remember you can pass, and if there is still time left on your clock, we'll come back to get it. But if you get one wrong, your game is over. There are just 7 tunes between you and $100,000. Best of luck, Danny. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Here's song number 1. Name that tune.
One Dead or Alive, yes.
That was fast and that was correct.
All right now.
28 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 2. Name that tune.
Pass, she doesn't know.
Okay. Good strategy if you're not sure. 24 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 3. Name that tune.
Pass, she still don't know.
20 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 4. Name that tune.
What up?
Is correct, Danny.
Yes.
She's focused, but she's still sassy. 18 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 5. Name that tune.
Papa was a
Papa.
song.
That is
Yes.
6 with 16 seconds left on the clock. Name that tune.
Pass.
13 seconds left now. Here's song number 7. Name that tune.
Pass.
Let's go back and get the ones you passed on now, Daniel. You already have $54,000. 10 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 2. Name that tune.
I wanna be.
I wanna be.
That's it.
Lord.
I'm so sorry, but you knew the song. It's just the name of the tune was
I don't wanna
Wanna
be.
by Gavin DeGraw.
It's all right.
Well, ultimately, it is game over. I'm so sorry. Let me tell you the tunes you passed on. Harder to Breathe by Maroon
Harder to
5.
breathe. Iris.
By Goo Goo Dolls. And I Was Made for Loving You.
I was made for
Kiss.
loving you.
Well, you may not have won the grand prize tonight, but we're sure glad you came to play our game, Danny. You have won an amazing 54... Welcome back to Name That Tune. Time to meet our next two players. Please give it up for Andrew and Carla.
I'm Andrew from Austin, Texas, and I'm an operations analyst.
I'm Carla. I'm a teacher, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Andrew, who do you have cheering you on tonight?
Well, I have my lovely girlfriend of almost a decade and my two dogs, Bagel and Brew. They're cute. And of course, my family and friends.
Wonderful. And Carla, what does it mean for you to be here tonight?
I love game shows and music. It was a perfect combination. And I love music so much, I put a disco ball in my living room.
All right, Andrew, Carla, are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, let's play Name That Tune. First up tonight is Spin Me Round. Here's how this game works. On this wheel, there are 9 musical genres. We're going to give the wheel a spin and see where it lands. Randy and the band will then play a tune from that genre. Buzz in first, name the tune correctly, and you will win $1,000. If you get it wrong, your opponent has the chance to steal. All right, here we go. Spin that wheel.
Wow.
Our first genre tonight is rap. Rap is in the house. Name that tune.
Please, the only thing that gets it was came out to play. They got no way. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go.
Carla.
To the window? No.
To the wall. That is incorrect. Andrew, you have a chance to steal.
Rough Riders anthem?
That is incorrect.
That is also incorrect.
That was X
X gonna give it to ya.
X. Let's hear it.
First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you.
The only thing X couldn't give to you was the name of that tune. Spin the wheel.
EDM.
All right, here we go. The genre is EDM. Name that tune.
Who's waking up to drive you home when you're drunk and all alone? Who's gonna rock you through the dark side of the morning?
Carla.
Go home?
That is incorrect.
No.
All right, Andrew, give it a shot.
Girlfriend?
Girlfriend? No.
That is incorrect. All right, that was It Ain't Me by Kygo and Selena Gomez.
Who's gonna walk you through the dark side of the morning?
Let's see what's left on our wheel. Spin it, please.
Alternative rock.
Alt rock. I'm feeling very good about this genre. Name that tune.
And between sand and stone, did you make it on your own?
Andrew.
Wherever you go?
That is incorrect.
No.
All right, Carla, let's give it a shot.
Down home?
Down
That is
home?
incorrect.
No.
That was
Wherever you will go.
song. So let's spin the wheel and see what is the next genre.
TV theme.
TV theme.
Oh, this will be a good one.
All right, name that tune.
The Jefferson theme song.
Carla from the Jeffersons.
Yes.
You're moving on up now. You have $1,000. Great TV theme.
Great TV thing. That's where to get it started. All right now.
All right, Carla, well done. You now have $1,000. This is the last and final tune. It is worth another 1,000. Spin that wheel.
Pop.
Pop is the last genre in this round. Name that tune. Andrew,
Say your prayers.
Say your prayers. No.
I saw you trying to get it that whole time, Andrew. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Carla, you do have a chance to steal.
Prayers?
Prayers is incorrect. It was Save Your
Prayers
Tears
is
by the
not
Weeknd
right.
on
Save your
Monday.
tears.
Well, that brings us to the end of round one. Carla is... Welcome back to Name That Tune. There are two players, Andrew and Carla, have had a tough first round, but they're still hoping to win tonight's grand prize. Randy, what's your hot take?
We need help. Listen, it always comes down to this round, though. You guys can do this. The road to the money. You ready?
We got it.
Ready.
Both of y'all got it. Come on.
Let's go.
So far, Carla has $1,000 and Andrew has yet to score. After this round, one of you unfortunately will be going home, but the other will go on to face the ultimate challenge here at Name That Tune, the golden medley for the chance to win our $100,000 grand prize. This is
Still no time.
This first tune is worth $5,000. Listen carefully to the clue. A colorful tune by a guy named Chris. Andrew, you can open the bidding. The maximum bid is 10 million.
Carla, I can name that tune in one note.
I wanted to name it in one note.
What?
All right, well, maybe now the game is going to turn around. They had a little juice in the break, and they're all ready. All right, Andrew, for $5,000. Here is your one note. Name that tune.
Lady in Red.
Lady Red. No.
Correct. Carla, that means you now get to hear all 10 notes for $5,000. Name that tune.
Yellow?
Yellow.
Thank you, Carla. Yes.
Yes.
Are you thinking of Chris DeBerg? Yes, Lady in Red, a colorful song also written by someone named Chris. We have a score now. Carla, you have $6,000. This next tune is worth $10,000. Here's the clue. I'll only ask you to name this one time. Carla, please begin the bidding.
Andrew, I can name that tune. in 8 notes.
Carla, I can name that tune in 7 notes.
Name that tune, Andrew?
All right, Andrew. Let's get you some money here, Andrew.
Let's do it.
For $10,000, here are your 7 notes. Name that tune. Oh, I'm so sorry, Andrew. That means, Carla, you now get to hear all 10 notes.
Okay.
For $10,000. Name that tune.
Crazy Train? No.
I'm so sorry. It was killing me softly.
Killing me softly with the sound.
One time.
Singing my life with this word.
2 times.
Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Telling my whole life with his words. Killing me softly with his song.
All right, let's hope we can get a little turnaround here. You both are now playing for $15,000. Listen carefully to the next clue. A story about our country told on the west side. Andrew, you can start the bidding.
Carla, I can name that tune in 8 notes.
Andrew, I can name that tune in 7 notes.
Carla, I can name that tune in 6 notes.
Andrew needs this money, Carla.
Andrew, name that tune. All right.
Andrew, for $15,000, here are your 6 notes. Name that tune.
I want to live in America.
I want to live in America? No.
That means, Carla, you now get to hear all 10 notes for $15,000. Name that tune.
I want to be
in America? No.
That is also the incorrect answer. You both know the song, but the name of the tune is America. We need the exact title.
I want to be in America. Okay, find me in America. Everything's free in America.
All right, well, it's still anyone's game. This last tune in this round is worth $20,000.
And why does it always come down to this?
Yep. Even in this circumstance, it's coming down to this last tune in the round. Here is the final clue. Something Pam Anderson, Burt Reynolds, and Marilyn Monroe have in common. Carla, what's your bid?
Andrew?
I know this one. Centerfold.
Carla, I can name that tune in 8 notes.
Andrew? Name that tune.
We've taken the strategy to pass it over to Andrew for $20,000 and a chance to go on to the Golden Medley. Here are your 8 notes, Andrew. Name that tune.
Centerfold.
Oh, no.
Hollywood?
You couldn't come up with it, Andrew. That was incorrect. That means, Carla, you get to hear all 10 notes. Your strategy may have paid off for $20,000. Name that tune.
Yes.
Centerfold by the J. Giles Band. I'd love long time. Carla, you are going through to the Golden Medley. Congratulations. You already have...
Let's light it up.
The floor now has more players,
My category is dogs.
Space desserts.
more money,
Let's go.
more duels,
The category is kids' books.
Diary. Train that could. The little caboose that could. Engine.
oh yeah, and more Rob Lowe.
Who will conquer the floor?
The Floor premieres September 25th on Fox. Fire up your neurons for an all-new episode.
How quickly did you figure this one out?
I've been guessing on the past 2 questions.
The 1% Club, all new next on Fox.
Welcome back to Name That Tune. Time now for the Golden Medley. Carla, you look so happy to have made it through to the Golden Medley. You've already won $26,000, but now there's an extra $100,000 on the line. If you could win the Golden Medley grand prize, you could receive a total of $126,000. Do you have a dream list? What would you do with that kind of money?
I would take a trip with my family to Italy. And actually, Jane, I would try to find those boots that you have that are sparkly, see-through, and high heels. Because I love your shoes.
My boots from last season are highly desired.
Yes.
Randy, any words of wisdom?
Well, you're a teacher from Chicago, so listen, I hear you think you have a sixth sense when it comes to music. You have a sixth sense about winning the Golden Medley?
Yes, I do.
You're gonna do it?
I hope so.
All right, come on, Carla, that's the attitude. That's it, that's it.
Let's do this, Carla. Let's play the Golden Medley. There are just 7 tunes between you and our $100,000 jackpot. Best of luck, Carla. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Here's song number 1. Name that tune. Pass. All right. 27 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 2. Name that tune. Pass. All right. 22 seconds left on your clock. Be mindful of it so it doesn't run out. Here is song number 3. Name that tune. Pass. Okay. I hope we can get back to some of these for you. 17 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 4. Name that tune. Night Shift. There you go, Carla.
Nice shift, yeah.
Night Shift by the Commodores. 14 seconds left on the clock. Here's song number 5. Name that tune. Pass. Okay, 10 seconds now left on the clock. Here's song number 6. Name that tune.
Melissa?
What's up? No.
That is incorrect.
It was
wasn't
Jessica.
That tune is Jessica by the Allman Brothers.
no!
Oh, unfortunately, your game is over,
Yeah.
Carla. Let me tell you the tunes you passed on.
Please.
What do you mean by Justin
What do you
Bieber?
mean by Justin
Young
Bieber?
Folks by
Young
Peter
Folks.
Bjorn and John. Redneck
Redneck
Woman by
Woman.
Gretchen Wilson. And I
And
Melt
I Melt
With You by
With
Modern
You.
English.
Oh.
It was a tough game, but you are taking home $36,000, Carla. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Carla. Thank you. Thanks to Randy Jackson and the Name That Tune Band. I'm Jason. Oh my God.
Are you the smartest person in the room? Play along to find out. The 1% Club, all new next on Fox.
Have you ever wondered if you're the smartest person in the room, your office, or maybe even your home?
mean.
Think you'd be smarter than half the country? Top 10%? Or maybe even the top 1%? Oh, doesn't matter where you went to school or what you do for a living.
You sew garlands made out of felt and thread. Joshua, the rideshare driver. Max A, you used to run Rotten Tomatoes. And why does Ratatouille only have a 92%, sir?
The 1% club levels the playing field for everyone.
Listen, I'm smart, okay?
Before the show, we asked people from all over the United States a list of our unique questions that are designed to test logic, common sense, and how our brain actually works.
Which of these images doesn't match up? Contestant, your time starts now.
Tonight, we'll be asking those exact questions to our 100 contestants, beginning with the easiest one that 90% of America got right, and ending with the hardest questions that only 1% of the American public answered correctly. To start the show, every contestant is given a $1,000 stake. If they get any question wrong, they're out of the game, and they lose the $1,000.
Whoa, we lost 31 people.
Whoever gets the furthest tonight gets the chance to answer the final 1% question and take home up to $100,000. And here's your host, Ted Oswald.
I'll be doing the asking tonight, and here to do the answering are these 100 contestants.
It's time to play the 1% Club.
Best of luck to all 100 of you playing here tonight. And don't forget, you can play at home too. All you have to do is download the 1% Club app and see how you stack up. Now it's time for our first question of the night. This is the 90% question. Remember, 90% of Americans got this right. So this should be a walk in the park, no pressure. Let's take a look. Which of these animals does not exist in nature? Contestants, your time starts now.
B, final answer, B.
Someone is about to be eliminated, but will walk away with the coveted Darwin Award. All right, your time is up. Now, let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. Two went out on this? Okay.
Lost two people.
We somehow lost
What's
two
a B?
people in that question, which means we have 98 left. Let's see what the answer was.
Yes!
The ostrich and the goat are real animals, but the picture of the tortoise body with a rabbit head is not. I don't mean to be mean, but I have to talk to Daisyon. Oh, Daisyon.
I overthought it.
You overthought it.
When you say in nature, I see the goat with the bell around his neck. I see that it's a farm animal, a rabbit and turtle in nature. I go too deep in logic. That's just my bad.
You are so intelligent and logical that you're at a point where a goat with a bell around its neck is more frightening than a rabbit head coming out of a tortoise body. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you. Oh. All right. As you know, the $1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong goes into the prize pot. And that brings the prize pot to $2,000. This next question, 4 out of 5 people we asked got this one right. So it is time for the 80% question. Let's take a look. Which of these is definitely not a fruit flavor of the candy shown here? Contestants, your time starts now.
B red, final answer, B.
The Swedish meatballs, except it's which part of this did not come from a cow? All right, your time is up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. Lost 5 of you on that question, which means we've got 93 of you left. Let's take a look at the answer.
Yes!
Red is not a food flavor, it is a color. Now, someone who got it right is Debbie. It says here that you once jumped off a boat to swim with 2 600-pound manatees.
I did.
What made you jump off a boat and swim with manatees?
Well, okay, so my brothers and my dad and I were all trolling in a boat in South Florida, and
Okay.
these little 600-pound manatees, they just, swam up to the boat and looked at me with their little mustachios and their little faces, and I went, hi! And I jumped right out of the boat into the water, and I was just, swimming and flipping around, and we were playing, they don't hurt you at all, they're mammals, they love you. And so then I took off my tennis shoes whilst in the water, Patton. Yeah, and so then I kept swimming, and my brothers had to throw me the inner tube thing because
We're going to pause for a commercial break and hear the rest of the story.
Patrick, come on.
All right, as you know, the $1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong goes into the prize pot. Let's see where that stands now. We're at $7 grand. We're at $7 grand. And now it is time for the 70% question. Take a look. Kyle, Kelly, and Ken are playing Spin the Bottle with Max, Melanie, and Megan. If each person whose name starts with K kisses each person whose name begins with M once, what will be the total number of kissing pairs? Contestants, your time starts now.
A for it, final answer. A.
Ironically, I got this gig during a very intense game of Truth or Dare at a party. Hey, I'm a man of my word, Lindsay. All right, your time is up. Let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost 9 of you on that question, which means we've got 84 people left. Let's see what the answer was.
Nope, 9.
The answer was 9. If 3 people each kiss 3 people, there will be 9 kissing pairs. Someone who got it right is Steve. Yeah. Steve, there he is. It says Steve attended 63 Fish concerts. Why did you go to 63 Fish concerts?
Well, first off, Fish is tight.
Aren't they a jam band? Aren't they the opposite of tight? Like the whole thing is this loosey-goosey,
It's loosey-goosey.
kind of sound odyssey thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, watching 4 incredible musicians jam completely improvised is amazing. And, when you go to a show, you might even see that turtle duck, turtle rabbit.
Depending on what you inhale. All right, as you know, the $1,000 of everyone who did not get the question right goes into the prize pot, which takes it all the way up to $16,000. Great job to those of you who are still in the game. All right, here is your 60% question. Let's take a look. Which of these comes next in this sequence? Contestants, your time starts now.
C, Nifty, final answer, C.
right, your time is up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game.
Whoa, we lost 35 people.
Went out on that question. 35, which means we've got 49 contestants left.
Was it
Look at
C.
the answer.
Nifty? Yes!
Nifty. Changing one letter in each part of the sequence spells 10, 20, 30, and 40. So the next word should be nifty. 50 with one letter changed. Now, someone who got it right is Alan. Hey, hi, Alan. It says here that you call yourself one of the few gay goat farmers in the great state of Tennessee.
That is true, sir, yes.
That is true.
Yeah.
And by few, I'm assuming you mean only.
My boyfriend would consider
would
himself
also
to
be
be one
a
as
gay
well.
goat. Okay. Well, there you go. And how long have you been a goat farmer in Tennessee?
About 5 years now.
So this was a recent thing. What were you doing before that?
I was in property management, and I'm a single dad who raised 3 kids on my own, so...
So you were in property management, but you heard the goats calling.
I wanted more kids, yeah.
Alan! Do we have to pay him for that one? That was pretty funny. That is fantastic. Well, as you know, and this is going to be a big one, but the $1,000 of everyone who went out goes into the prize pot, and that brings the prize pot to $51,000. We're at $51,000. When we come back, how about I give all of you a lifeline?
How about a lifeline?
Of the next 10 questions, you can use the $1,000 we gave you to pay for a pass and move on to the next question. You can only do this once, and your $1,000 will go straight into the prize pot. It is time to find out if you're smarter than half of America. That's right. This is your 50% question. Let's take a look. What would this person see if they looked in the mirror?
A, final answer, A.
The mirror never lies. That's why God invented Photoshop. Okay, time's up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game.
Whoa, we lost 18 people.
On this, which means we've got 31 of you left. Let's look at the answer. It was
Yes!
someone who got it right is Tara, a substitute teacher from Palo Alto, California. How quickly did you figure this one out?
Not quickly at
Oh,
all.
was this a squeaker?
I figured it out in the last second. Thank
Wow.
goodness.
Now, if you win the $100,000, what do you want to do with it?
I really want to go to New Zealand.
Uh-huh.
And I want to try to buy a hobbit hole, and if they don't let me buy it, I'm just gonna squat there.
So, can you just sit there and go, it's minesy. It's minesy. Now, as you know, the $1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong goes into the prize pot, and that brings us to $70,000. Great job to all of you who are still in the game. It's time for the 45% question. Let's take a look. Which of these does not represent an actual word? Contestants, your time starts now.
C, final answer, C.
By the way, these would all make fantastic names for a DJ. All right, your time is up. Let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game.
Five people.
That means you've got
Was it C?
6 of you left. And 13 of you wisely used your pass on that question. Let's see what the answer was.
Yes!
It was C. You still have the punctuation marks. L is turtle. NB is command. IC is periodic. Ampersandlo, however, is not a word. So, someone who got it right is Alberto! Alberto from El Paso. Now listen to this. You're 66 years old. You still play baseball every Saturday?
I play baseball 5 times a week.
5 times a week?
Yes, I do.
Alberto, I am 55 years old, and I threw my back out last week saying the word butterscotch. So I don't know how you're as fit as you are. That is amazing.
Thank you, sir.
If you get the $100,000, what are you going to do?
I'm planning on taking my whole family on a Caribbean cruise, so I need that money.
Okay. That is very sweet. That sounded a little bit like a threat, but I totally get it. All right? Now, that brings our prize pot total to $87,000. All right. Up next is your 40% question. Let's take a look. The sentence below contains every letter of the alphabet except for which one? Contestants, your time starts now. By the way, this question just won 3 Grammys.
I think the answer is B, but I'm not sure.
All right, your time is up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We only lost 4 people. That's pretty good. Which means we've got 22 of you left. And let's see what the answer was.
Nope, D.
The letter D is not in that sentence. So, oh dear God, we lost Alberto.
Yeah!
Alberto!
Yeah!
Woo-hoo! Don't cheer for that.
Instead of a boat cruise, I'm going to give me a beach cruiser bike. Very similar.
I love his attitude so much. That's fantastic, Alberto. Thank you so much for playing the game and for not killing me. All right. Well, let's see what happened to the prize pot. It's $90,000. All right. 7 action-packed questions. Our contestant pool is narrowed down to 22. Here is your 35% question. Let's take a look. There's only one thing you need to answer this question, so you'd better move it. Logically, which answer does not fit the pattern of the others? Contestants, your time starts now.
B, sword words. Final answer, B.
Remember, if you still have it, you can use your pass. time is up. So let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost 7 people on that question, and only 1 person used their pass. That means we've got 15
What's a sword word?
left. Let's look at the answer.
Nope, fillets itself.
The one thing you better move is the first letter to the end of the first word to form the new word below. If you move the F in fillets to the end, it spells I'll do surf, which is not a word. So C was the correct answer. Okay, well, let's see what happened to the prize pot. $92,000. Made it past the halfway point. You survived 8 questions, and if you can answer 7 more, you'll officially join the 1% Club. Now, when we come back, how about I give those of you who still have your pass an offer? In the game, who still hasn't used your pass, you can choose to take your $1,000 and leave instead of continuing toward our final question. All right? Let's see who still has their $1,000 out there. 8 of you left. That's great. All of you can either keep going and hope to make it to the 1% question and win up to $100,000, or you can take a guaranteed $1,000 right now and leave the show. So please make your decision. Okay, 3 of you chose to do the buyout. And one of them is Angelica. Why did you decide to take the 1,000 and go home?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been guessing on the past 2 questions. I got it right, but I don't want to push my luck any further.
Why tempt fate? You know what? Good decision. Good on you, Angelica. Thanks for playing the game. Thank you. The rest of the contestants have decided to stay, which leaves us with 12 still in the game. And now it is time for the 30% question. Let's take a look. If you change the colors of the U.S. flag so that the red becomes blue and the blue becomes white and the white becomes red, which of these flags would become the new flag? Contestant, your time starts now.
D, final answer, D.
Remember, if you still have it, you can use your pass. Okay, your time is up. Now let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost 3 people on that one. Wow, that means there's only 9 people left. By the way, this is not normally where the game is at this point. This has been a very, very tough game. Let's look at the answer.
Nope, C.
C. The U.S. flag has a red stripe at the top, so flag C is the correct answer. Now, still in the game, Steve, the fish-loving attorney. So our fish on tour right now. When are they playing next?
They're not on tour right now, but they are playing 4 shows in Vegas, and of course I'm going to all 4.
You're going to go to all 4?
Oh yeah.
How much do their shows change between shows?
So, let me tell you.
No, actually don't. Steve, you're kind of at an advantage because half the time that's how you see the flag anyway, right? It's a drug joke. Congrats on still being in the game. All of you, congratulations. This is fantastic. $1,000 of everyone who got the question wrong or paid for a pass goes into the prize pot. Let's see how much it is. $93,000. All right, we are at the 25% question. Let's take a look. If you take out the one silent letter from each of these words in order, what other word can you spell? Contestants, your time starts now.
Raspberry. The answer is raspberry.
And why are there 2 R's in February? All right, your time is up now. Let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost one person, which means we have 8 of you left. All right, let's look at the answer.
Nope. Help.
Help. If you take the silent H in honest, the E in love, and the L in salmon, the P in raspberry, you get help. Okay, someone who got it right is Cheryl. Woo! What do you do for a living?
So I am an entrepreneur. I own a tech company.
You own a tech company?
I do.
Oh my goodness. Now, if you get the $100,000, what are you going to do with it?
Well, 2023 was a heck of a year, and so I have a few friends who are entrepreneurs who had a bit of a struggle last year. So I'm gonna take everybody on a trip to Santorini, Greece, and then I'm gonna take the rest and invest it in my tech company.
That's spoken like a true entrepreneur. I love that. Well, let's see what happened to the prize pot. $94,000. Congrats to our 8 contestants who are still in the game. We'll see if any of them can stay alive long enough to make it into the 1% club. See you right after this. We're about to play the 20% question. Now, normally at this point, we'd have 20 people left, and we've only got 8. It's been a very difficult game, and you stand head and shoulders above the rest. So, and that is not to insult the people who aren't with us, but you lost. All right, it's time for a question that only 2 out of every 10 Americans could answer correctly. Here is your 20% question. Let's take a look. What letter can replace the question mark to complete this sequence? Contestants,
Restaurant
your time
Software
starts
Junior.
now.
I know this one. Oh, final answer. Oh. So freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. S, and the last letter is an O. Final answer.
All right, your time is up. Now, let's see how many of you got the question right and how many of you are out of the game. We lost 5 of you on that question, which means we have 3 of you left. Let's look at the answer.
Yes!
These are the letters in the sequence represent the class years. F is freshman, SC is sophomore, JR is junior, and the question mark should be an
That was
R,
easy.
making it S, R for senior. Now, Steve, our fish-loving attorney, is still in the game, but what did you do to stay in the game?
I had to use my pass this time.
Used his ass.
I could not figure out what was going on.
There's no shame. You're still in the game. And hang on, I'm getting word. The members of Fish are going to do an 81-hour mandolin solo in your honor. That's incredible for lasting this long. Someone who has not used their pass is Jared. Fashion is on point. Mustache is even pointier. You are from Idaho.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And how quickly did you get this? Was this a squeaker? What happened?
I realized at some point, I was like, well, if these are words, if that's junior, sophomore ends in E, okay, I just went for it.
Your brain is a gorgeous animal, Jerry. I love it. I love it. All right. That brings the prize pot to $96,000. We have got 3 players left. It is time for your 15% question. Let's take a look. The puzzle pieces below have each been rotated 90 degrees. What shape will the solved puzzle make? Contestants, your time starts now.
Triangle. Final answer, triangle.
This question was originally called Clean Up Your Room. Okay, your time is up. Now let's see. How many of you got the question right, and how many of you are out of the game? We only lost one person on that one. And then there were 2. Let's look at the answer.
Nope, hearts.
It's a heart. That leaves us with Steve and Jared, both of whom got the question right. But Jared still has his pass. That's right. And just like that, 98 contestants are down for the count. With $96,000 in the prize pot, our remaining 2 march one step closer to the 1% question for a shot of winning up to $97,000. More 1% Club coming up after this. Win a share of $10,000. But if they're feeling brave, they can risk their share of the $10,000 by taking on the 1% question for the chance to win everything in the prize pot, which is currently $96,000. If you still have your $1,000 left, you can still pay for a pass, Jared, but you can't use it on the 1% question. Now we've reached your 10% question. Let's take a look. What comes next in this sequence below? Contestants, your time starts now.
E-O, final answer, E-O. What? No. A-E-I, final answer, A-E-I.
All right, your time is up now. Let's see how many...
A-I-E-I, final answer, A.
Let's see how many of you got the question right, and how many of you are out of the game. Those of you are still in the game. Let's take a look at the answer.
Yes!
The series is the battle found in the spelled out numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The next one is 8, and the answer is E-I. Now, both players are still in the game, but something dramatic just happened because Jared did what?
I used my pass.
Jared used his pass. So now that $1,000 goes back into our prize pot, which brings the total up to $97,000. We have wholesome Idaho energy versus stoner fish energy. All right? If either side wins, America does perfectly fine. I'm rooting for both of them. Jared, Steve, you are both in the game. Neither of you has their pass. Are you ready for the 5% question?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look. The Pacific time zone is 3 hours behind the Eastern time zone. In daylight savings time, look the clocks forward 1 hour, 2 a.m. on March 12th, 2023. When it was 4 a.m. in New York on March 12th, 2023, what time was it in Los Angeles? Contestants, your time starts now.
6 a.m. Final answer 6.
Okay, your time is up.
No, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Final answer 7 a.m. 7 a.m. The answer is 1 a.m. Final answer 1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Okay, your time is up.
I'm gonna say 7
How many
a.m.
of you got the question right?
I'm gonna say 7 a.m.
Or both are out of the game.
I'm gonna say 7 a.m. Was it 7 a.m.?
Let's look at the answer really quick.
Midnight.
They only started out 3 hours behind New York. It wasn't 2 a.m. yet, and they hadn't put their clocks forward. So the two cities were 4 hours apart instead of 3. You both got it right. I'm so happy. Oh my God, that's great. Jerry, how did you figure it out?
Actually, I'm a bit of a time zone nerd, so...
Oh, are you a time zone nerd?
I'm comfortable in that space.
Jared, the time zone nerd. All right. Jared, Steve, you're both still in the game. You both use your passes, so the prize pot stays the same at $97,000. Let's give them both a round of applause. Up and take on the 1% question. If you're right, you split everything in the prize pot, which is currently $97,000. If you're wrong, you leave with nothing. If only one of you gets the question right, then you will win the entire prize pot. So, this ultimately could be a $97,000 decision. It's time for each of you to make your selection. Who wants to take on the 1% question? They're both going for it. I'm nervous. All I am is the host and I'm nervous. Okay, Jared, Steve, this is your 1% question. It's take a look. Look at the image and follow the directions. What 9-letter word is represented by this image? Your time starts now. Great poker face, Steve. Right now, your answers are locked in. You can't change them. So may as well ask what you have put. Steve?
I had no idea. I panicked. I tried to write backtrack. I was stumped.
Wow. Never would have guessed you got that one wrong. All right, and Jared, what did you put?
I put direction.
Oh, direction. Let's see what the answer is. For $97,000. Is it direction?
Sweetness, no.
North, south, east, and west, representing the letters N, S, E, and W. Replacing each arrow with its appropriate letter creates the word sweetness. Jared, Steve, this is killing me. Both of you did not make it into the one.